thinking about moving or relocating to Oak Ridge, Tennessee, I want to give you top 5 reasons before you make a costly decision. Here's the deal, guys. My name is Aimee Lee Lucas, and I'm with RE/MAX Preferred Properties, and I help people relocate to East Tennessee every single day. But what makes this special is because I moved to Oak Ridge, and I would have loved videos and tips like this before leaving Los Angeles, California. Regardless, this is a place that I fully advocate for, and I always tell people the pros and cons to living to Oak Ridge, Tennessee. So if you like videos like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the bell to get notified for all of my weekly videos. So let's dive in. Now, stay tuned till the end because I want to go over some of the culture shocks of what I experienced personally from leaving a population of 4 million people to moving to a 35,000 person town. Reason number 1, if you are an outdoor enthusiast, you are gonna love Oak Ridge, Tennessee. Here's the deal. 17 miles long is what comprises Oak Ridge from Clinton to Kingston, and it's also surrounded by Melton Hill Lake, and that is 57 miles of calm water. This is why a lot of people come here for the U.S. Rowing Championships. You'll see regattas, you'll even see collegiate teams come for spring training. It's very common to see them on a day-to-day basis out there with their kayaks. Also, if you love mountain biking, if you like hiking trails, Haw Ridge Park is the perfect place. You can walk along the lake and you can also mountain bike in the trails and uphill. They have everything for every level. You can also bring your roller skates there, your skateboards, honestly, your dogs. We love pets. It is super dog friendly. Another thing that we want to cover is there is an Oak Ridge Sportsman Association, which is 40 acres of archery, skate, there's a gun range, and I mean, the list goes on and on. Again, if you like the outdoors, Oak Ridge is perfect for you. Top reason number 2 is the education in Oak Ridge, Tennessee. This is a great place to raise a family, especially because there is a hyper focus on STEM. That's science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Now, I'll get into the history of Oak Ridge and why it's so important that we go into education. But first, for this little town of 35,000 people, there are 4 elementary schools, 2 middle schools, and 1 high school. The school systems have really great buses that will reach all 17 miles of Oak Ridge, Tennessee, so you can feel safe with your children going to school in a school bus. When you find really high-ranked school systems, you'll also find really low crime. So that kind of goes hand in hand when you're choosing where to raise your family. Top reason number 3 is affordability. Let me tell you, after coming from a place like Los Angeles, California, it is so nice to actually afford things and feel like you can breathe. Gas prices here in 2023 range around $3 a gallon. Now, Tennessee has no state income tax, which is great, but the sales tax here is pretty hefty. It's the same as California. I can go purchase something for 9.75% sales tax and it will be the same exact in Tennessee. That's something that a lot of people aren't talking about. Top reason number 4, and let's go over the dining, shopping, and entertainment in Oak Ridge, Tennessee. Now, we can go into a long, in-depth story, but I'm gonna give you a little rundown. The Oak Ridge Dance Academy is actually very prominent here in town. This is where kids come to perform the Nutcracker. They have jazz classes, tap classes, ballet classes, and the studio is actually really nice. This is where I take my 3-year-old daughter. Shopping here, this is a 35,000 populated town, so you're not gonna find a Target, but you will find a Ross, Home Goods, Old Navy, Five Below, and Walmart, and many, many other stores. When it comes to dining, we have a slew of options from local diners to even fine dining options like Fire and Salt. So on a day-to-day basis, you never really have to leave town. Top reason number 5, and that is a sense of community. Oak Ridge is a great place not to just raise a family, but you feel safe having your kids go outside, play in the streets, and that is just such a sigh of relief, especially for parents like myself. The other thing is, if you love being outdoors, you may join the Rowing Association, or you may even join some pickleball teams. I said it. This is a place where people know everyone. So when you go to the post office, people know your name. If you are a regular at a restaurant, they will know your name and probably your order. So if you like the sense of community, Oak Ridge is perfect for you. Let's go over 3 culture shocks, and these are just kind of more impersonal. I want to dive a little deeper as someone who moved from Los Angeles with 4 million people to a little town of Oak Ridge with 35,000 people. And because you made it to the end, this is just a personal, intimate treat that I want to impose on you. Number one, I was actually very, very shocked to find that a lot of the properties didn't have any fences or sidewalks. And this is major, especially if you have dogs. So make sure you prepare for that. Culture shock number two was a sense of pride here. There are huge American flags everywhere you drive across Knoxville, Tennessee. And it goes the same when it comes to people who are true UT Tennessean fans. You will see like blue circles with 3 stars, which is the state flag. And people here, when it comes to Tennessee, people are known as the volunteer state. Everything here is go Vols. Like Vols is our football team. 865, our area code actually is VOL. So that just kind of gives you a little insight about what to expect when moving here. Culture shock number 3, you guys, the seasons, I was not prepared for them. Living in LA, it is dry, it's always sunny, but here it is cold and the trees are barren and it looks like there's gonna be no growth coming back, but by spring, I'm telling you, it is so beautiful to see all the trees full of leaves and in bloom. Also, the humidity, just be prepared. It is very, very warm here and it feels very sticky. In the south, we get a lot of bugs, but it's okay because it does get cooler. So we do get mosquitoes, we do get humid crawl spaces, and so you want to really make sure that you are getting a home that's encapsulated, that has a vapor barrier, that has all the things, and I'll go over that in another video. Anyway, thank you for making it all the way through to the end. Again, hit the subscribe button, watch all the videos that are in this description below, and I will see you next week.